Razer sent me their latest Black Widow V4 Pro 75 and they gave me 1 week to upgrade or do whatever I want with the keyboard before they have a showcase over at New York where the keyboard will be displayed. So I decided what better way to upgrade it than let it go thonk. But before we start upgrading, let's see what we're working with. This is the Black Widow V4 Pro 75. It's a very similar layout to the previous Black Widow V4 Pro, but this time around it looks like it has a bunch more features and improvements. Now, clearly from its name, 75%, but it has one of my favorite layouts, a compact 75% layout. The general shape and look to it is very sharp, which I think fits the branding of Razer really well. In terms of main accessories, we have a wrist rest that is honestly very comfortable. It's really soft, but wrist rests aren't exactly my thing. And of course, we have our USB-C cable alongside our hyper-speed dongle. Which also brings me to connectivity. We have triple mode connection, wired, wireless 2.4 GHz, and Bluetooth. We have 2-stage adjustable feet at the back, and on the side, we have 3 main features: a wheel, side button, and an OLED screen. I'll get more in depth with those 3 main features, but for now we're gonna take a look at what's pre-assembled onto our keyboard. For keycaps, we have the double shot PBT shine through keycaps. They are paired with the Razer orange switches. It's a 3-pin tactile switch, box stem, and comes with RGB diffusers. Now, before the stock typing test, I do have to say that the one I have is a pre-production unit, so they didn't pre-lube the stabilizers, but from what I know, the main retail units, their stabilizers will be pre-lubed. But here's how it sounds. The switches are honestly really addictive to type on. I have tried them on the previous Black Widow V4 75, but I forgot how nice the tactile feeling is. But we're gonna move on to disassembly. It's held together by 8 screws at the back, and once that's off, it's only 2 cables that's connected to the PCB, which is very pleasant to see. With a screen, side button, and scroll wheel with triple mode connection as well, I honestly expected at least 3 to 4 cables that would be required to be disconnected. Anyway, to start with the casing, our top frame is made from aluminum. It has a really nice smooth finish to it, and it really elevates how the keyboard looks. As for our bottom casing, it is made from plastic, but aside from that, we have a main daughter board that actually houses all the features we are seeing, and the 3 main features are extremely compact in the corner. In terms of the layout, like how everything is placed in this bottom case, I would say this is one of the best beginner friendly layout placements of everything I have seen. Since this board is advertised as Razer's line of custom keyboards, I think they should expect that most custom keyboard enthusiasts would want to open up their board. So in terms of layout and how everything is placed in the bottom case, I think they did a really good job, especially because it's Razer and maybe certain users or consumers might come from a normal gaming keyboard that's not hot swappable and they see some videos about people opening up their keyboard and they want to try upgrading it. I think they did a really good job. It makes it really easy and pleasant to open up. Now let's move on to our PCB sandwich. To start with our plate, we have an FR4 plate with Poron gaskets. Our PCB is a hot swappable 5-pin north-facing PCB. And last but not least, for dampening, we have a case, PCB, and plate foam. So now comes what I believe is the main features to this board, all found at the top right hand corner of this board. We have our OLED screen, which has a startup animation and many other options of different animations or information of your PC or keyboard. All these can be customized through Razer Synapse, and it's actually really easy to do. You can also add your own custom GIFs or GIFs. I don't know how you're gonna say it. There's definitely gonna be a war down there in the comments about how I say it, but I call it GIFs, so GIFs. But yeah, anyway, you can customize whatever you want on this OLED screen through Razer Synapse. Our wheel and button controls what we see on our OLED screen and our PC. So be it volume, tracks, changing between apps, or even just adjusting the brightness of the OLED screen. And of course, you can customize whatever you want to do with them through Razer Synapse. To summarize it very simply, with these 3 main features, a screen, a wheel, and a button, you can basically do anything you want with them or set them to whichever preference you have, because you have everything you would need as a shortcut. So in terms of features, it's a 10 out of 10 from me. Be it gaming or productivity, I think it meets all the standards that we have for modern day keyboards, especially with a screen, wheel and button, which I still can't get over because there's so many features jam-packed into this tiny little corner of the keyboard. But what we need to do now is focus on upgrading the keyboard. For starters, I'll be working on its sound before we work on its aesthetics. Two of the most important factors when it comes to sound is switches and keycaps. So if you have been following the channel for a while, I have built or attempted to build like many talky keyboards, like really deep sounding keyboards, and the best switch I have found throughout all these tests is the Duhok Matcha V4s or V3s, it's one of them. It's a 5-pin linear switch that I think produces that really deep sounding talky sound that we all really like. And to enhance that even further, we will be using ceramic keycaps. So with just a change of switches and keycaps, I didn't do anything else to the keyboard. I didn't do any special mod whatsoever. All I did was loop the stabilizers and that's all. So here's how the keyboard sounds. So it's not the typical talk that we are used to, but honestly, it's very deep sounding. But now, the keyboard doesn't look very good, does it? With a black base and this ceramic keycaps, the ceramic keycaps stand out a little too much and it looks a little funky. So I decided I really like two-tone looks to keyboards. I'm pretty sure you guys know this. Basically, when our top frame and our bottom frame has different colors, I think it really gives the keyboard a little bit more personality, which is why I decided I will be changing the color of the top frame. And to do that, we need sandpaper and spray paint. I haven't done something like this in a while, but it's pretty simple. I started off by sanding it down so we could get a nice smooth surface for the paint to stick on, and also tape up to cover the OLED screen protector. Afterwards, I did 3 coats of white spray paint, and I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty sick. Like, in terms of how well I executed this, I'm really proud of this. Because it's not patchy, the spray paint is really smooth, like the overall tone of it, really smooth. It's a wonderful job. But I did kind of screw up the screen protector a little bit. It's a little slanted, but I don't think you guys will notice if I didn't say it. Anyway, this is the final product. This is what I have created, this is what I have upgraded, this is what I've done to the keyboard. No regrets, and this is how it looks and sounds. So unfortunately, I will not be there to attend the New York event, but Squashy will be going there and he will be getting some footage from me, hopefully. But in general, it's been a really fun experience working on this project, and if you're interested in the board, everything will be linked down below. But we have come to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video if you enjoyed my content. Comment your thoughts on my spray paint job. Like, honestly, kinda sick. But aside from that, subscribe if you enjoyed my content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. 2, 1.
Oh my god! Is that ceramic keycaps? Yeah. No! You can't just use ceramic keycaps. I mean, it's alright, it's okay.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Space one? Nice. Wait, this is the Star Wars set?
Yeah.
Damn.